This is Kid Again, written and directed by Stephen A. Schrum. Episode 7, Exchange Student.
Hey, Mexican. Looks like you dropped your books. Must be because you're a greasy foreigner.
Jesus. Dan,
What, nerd?
he's from France. He's an exchange student. From France. Not Mexico, not Spain, not anywhere remotely Spanish-speaking. France.
I don't care. He's still a foreigner. And you'd better watch yourself, freshman.
Are you okay?
Oui. Yes. Thank you for standing up for me.
No problemo. No problem. That's just the way they are. Come on, it's lunchtime. Let's go.
Merci.
Etienne, these are my friends. Dave, Chuck, and Joey.
Hi.
I invited him to join us.
Damn, Mike, another musketeer? First there were 3, then 4.
Dan was bullying him in the hallway.
I think Mike's starting a gang with all of us.
I think it's a great idea. All for one and stuff.
But the 5 musketeers?
Well, look who wrote The Three Musketeers. Dumas. He was French.
Dumas? You mean dumbass?
This is why it's important to be bilingual.
Like David Bowie.
Yes, just like David Bowie.
And the spiders from Mars.
Anyway, look at the bullies table.
What?
See Danny Boy's binder?
You mean he takes notes?
I think he uses it to draw. And make gun noises when he does.
What I meant was, on the back is a sticker. Can you see what that is?
One of those Italian flag decals.
So, we all have them. I know you have a German one in your closet at home.
Yeah, they're very popular. We're all proud of our ancestries. German Americans, Italian Americans, Irish Americans.
French Canadians!
Off the point. But what's the common thread in all that?
We're all Americans?
Yeah, we're all the children of immigrants. Everyone in this country came from somewhere else, except maybe the Native Americans.
You mean Indians?
Right, yeah. And it's likely they didn't just spring out of the ground spontaneously, no matter what their folklore says. So we're all from somewhere else. We should all be more welcoming of those who come after us. They're proud of their immigrant heritages, so why do they have to attack a foreign exchange student?
You just said it. Foreign.
I don't understand at all. Your Statue of Liberty, a gift from France, says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free." And yet you colonize and oppress.
And bully.
Yeah, Etienne, that's true, but the French are also familiar with world conquest. In my European nations class, I learned, and I guess it's time for us to go learn some more in there.
I too am in that class.
So onward for the 5 Musketeers.
Before we get started talking about the Crusades, and after all the bullcrap that happened last year when I taught this class and apparently made some statements that members of the PTA, the school board, and certain conservative parents did not appreciate, the principal has instructed me to tell you that the Christians won. Okay, now I've discharged that legal duty. And before we get back to that, I have an assignment to give you.
Oh shit, I forgot this was coming.
This is due next Friday. Not this Friday. Next Friday. I want you to create a genealogy, family tree, whatever you want to call it. Go home, talk to your parents, and then fill out this worksheet. You put your name where it says you are here. Your brothers and sisters' names go next to yours on the same line, then your parents on the lines above, then their parents, your grandparents, above them. Fill it out as completely and thoroughly as you can. Get help with this. Don't wait until the last minute next Thursday night. Start this week. Any questions? Okay. And when's it due?
Next Friday, not this Friday.
Good. You're learning. So early in the semester, too. How unusual. All right, now, on to the Crusades.
Americans seem to be very interested in history, and yet you seem to have so little of it. When I traveled around Europe, I see cities and castles and buildings that are hundreds of years old. There's history everywhere. The air you breathe and the people that you meet. When I visited California before coming here, I saw a sign that said, established in 1972. And they seemed very proud of that fact. But that was only 5 years ago. Your country is so new.
And yet we tend to forget a lot of history. Or we concentrate on the personal history and ignore what might be going on around us.
Yes. I appreciated your point about hyphen Americans not properly accepting immigrants when their families were once immigrants. If not for their personal history, they wouldn't have any.
It's a vision thing. I mean, they're short-sighted. They don't see very far beyond themselves.
Idioms are one thing I struggle with in English.
If you start to understand everything we're saying, you'll go native and there's no turning back.
I enjoy America, but I think I'll enjoy returning home more.
We all want to find that place where we belong. It was fun talking with Etienne today. I don't remember him from my first time around. Maybe I saw the bullies in the hallway and just kept walking out of fear. In any case, the idea of personal history is obviously an important one for me, and even more so with this history assignment. I really have to be on my guard over the next few days when, as they say in documentaries, the events unfold. My first time through, that was very rough, even traumatic. I had decades to get over it. I remember my gut-wrenching reaction when my mother sat me down for that little talk. Now I need to respond in the same way, or at least act that response. This is tough, and the most intense acting challenge yet, to make it seem like the first time I am hearing the news. I have to try to remember all the details so nothing catches me unaware, though for all my life, no matter how far in the past it became, that initial shock and trauma stayed with me.
Kid Again was written, directed, and edited by Stephen A. Schramm, who also played Mike. Other actors include Michael G. Foster as Dave, Cletus Julian McConville II as Chuck, Christopher Paluzzi as Joey, Sammy Penrod as Etienne, John Rust as Van, and John Paul Ritchie as Mr. Fay and Dan. This has been an Audio Chimera Muse of Fire production.